Hello there everybody, what's going on? It's JB here with another episode of the Burnley Career Mode. I think it's episode number 58, I think. I might be right, I might be wrong. But here we are, we're starting to sign players, and we've got Jose Mourinho at the Barnfield Training Centre in Gothorpe, just outside of Burnley, for another offer. We'll after a backup goalkeeper, and we're going to go after Joel Pereira from Manchester United. His current value is 4.7. So we've bidded a bit over actually, 5.2. Mourinho wants 6 million quid. We counter that, and we will knock it down to 5 million, 5.5 million, about 5.6 million. I think that's what we're proposing to buy him for. So we've tried to get the price down, and we've successfully done it. Now we've got to discuss his contract negotiations, and yeah, nice for me to walk off with the genius that is Jose Mourinho there. Me and Mourinho are the best of buddies, as it happens. Well, my alter ego is anyway. Anyway, back to the cutscene now with the negotiations. I just remind you, there is no action to this. It's just crossing the I's and dotting off the T's as far as pre-season is concerned, new signings and the like, in preparation for the opening game against Bournemouth. So Pereira's there. He's going to be rotational. He's going to be second choice. We sort of knew that. So he might not get much game time. And then we offered him a 5-year contract, because if he's good enough by the end of at least 2 to 5 years, and he's good enough to replace Tom Heaton in the goal, because of his age, and then he could be a ready-made replacement for Tom Heaton should Heaton decide to move on or actually retire. So we offer him a 50 grand a week wage. They're very happy with that, and everything's hunky-dory in that part of the world. So Pereira becomes our latest signing to the club, and joins Holding, Brown, Awelby and Dembele amongst our new faces so far, and we try, and hopefully there'll be enough in the kitchen to get a few more people in. Now, it was a great thing for us really to get 5 players in, good young players. It was important really. I mean, we've got Bournemouth coming up in a few days' time, and it was important that we looked the part. We did look at Wayne Rooney. Now, Wayne Rooney was there. Solly March was another one we did look at initially, but obviously his age, 24, and he's not improved any more than 72. I'm a little bit worried about that. Kennedy, again, was one that we looked at, but he was worth 5 million quid, but we would have been put off by the wage, I suppose. It was that kind of thing. But looking forward, I mean, going back to the last episode in the Community Shield business, I mean, Jesus Christ, it was an awful thing to happen, really, when you think about it, as Pereira's paraded to the press as our latest new signing. But it was funny, really. This ABBA system, I don't know how you guys think about it, but it really got up my goat. Playing it and commentating on it, it was I don't know, it was really dreadful to see, really dreadful penalties at the shootout. It really was. But at the end of the day, we've gained a Community Shield. You know, we've won in sort of a season and a bit. We've won a Community Shield, a League Cup, an FA Cup and the Premier League against all the odds, and we've had to work hard for it. There's been none are given. So people, if anyone's commented saying that we're playing this on amateur mode, forget it. We're on professional, and I have to say we're earning our rights to win trophies these days, and not like in the early days of FIFA 15 where I just score 8 or 9 for fun. We're winning games now very close, and if we are winning by if we are scoring 5s, we can see about 3 or 4 as well in reply. So nothing's a gimme now in these FIFA series. We just seem to have the knack of getting some decent players in to supplement what we already had. But we knew we were going to have to buy for the future, and to get Burnley or keep Burnley at the top level of English football. You know, Also, we're looking as we're just looking through the results, search results with the young talents that we've got there. Left backs we're looking at there, as you can see. It's worth noting that the Champions League is going to be probably very lucrative to us, if I'm being honest, because as we look at Brendan Galloway, the left back from Everton, I really do think that now the Champions League for us this season is going to be so lucrative. I don't know who we're going to have incidentally for that, but as we look at Brendan Galloway, now he's a mere £2 million in value. His weekly wage might not be too bad. And so we meet up with Ronald Koeman, who's just been relegated, of course, with Everton. He's now out of a job in real life, of course. David Unsworth is still the caretaker, and I'm pleased to know in real life Sean Dyche is not going to be linked with the Everton job anymore, which is, from a Burnley fan's point of view, is quite a relief, really. We offered £2 and a bit million, I think we offered him 2.2, I think, and Koeman was quite happy with that. So we walked away, very happy. When him and his agent came in for the negotiation discussions, shall we say, and there's me again. I feel like I'm dressed for a funeral, I have to say. Anyway, Galloway comes in along with his agent, who looks really ugly, I have to say. So he's offering us as a sporadic, because he knows he's not going to get any game time. So at least he's got the sense to tell us that, and it proves that honesty hasn't gone out the game. 4-year contract, so we want to try and tie him down for as long as we possibly can, which is the obvious suggestion to everybody, all parties concerned. I don't know what the agent demanded, but we're prepared to pay him what? That's I don't know. We've offered him 32.5. Yeah, they want to. Oh well, we'll lower it down 500k. It just didn't seem right, but we've got Galloway in, and he becomes our latest acquisition this summer. Yes, there he is. He becomes our 6th summer signing, to go with Pereira, Dembele, Iwobi, Brown and Holding. So 6 new faces so far, and maybe the possibility of a few more, maybe. Then we looked at Demarai Gray. Now he's very highly rated. I think he's very well priced at 8.5 million quid. Now we have to attempt Craig Shakespeare here into letting him go, because he's one of their better players. 75 rated. He's only 22 years old, the former Birmingham youngster, so this was a big thing for us, really. Considering he's worth 8 million quid, we thought, right, we'll slap a £10 million bidding, which is about £1.5 million over his valuation. So I think we got the valuation dot on. In fact, Craig Shakespeare was more than happy to talk to us. He agreed to the £10 million transfer fee. Fantastic news for us in terms of that. And then it was down to the negotiation stages. Would we be able to get a good deal for Demarai Gray in terms of wage budget? So we see him and his agent there. The role that we'll have, we give him rotation to start with, and like I said, Andre, Demarai Gray's agency is fine. No problem. They want a 4-year contract, which is what we're wanting. They don't want a release clause, which we accept. So absolutely superb. And then 57 grand a week they're offering. So we counter that. I don't think he's worth 57 grand of anybody's money. I think he's worth probably about 50. So we offer him that, plus we up the bonus to 990. He nods his head, and in fact he's lowered his demands to 54 grand a week, and I think there's extra bonus and stuff like that. So there we go. Demarai Gray becomes our 7th signing, and what a marvellous way to end this episode, really. A little bit short and sweet, but that's our final preparations before the season. That was our last signing before then. Join us next time for episode number 59 against Bournemouth. Until then, take care, and we'll see you for that game very soon. Ta-ra now.